Hello, Internet, and welcome back to the Story Nook. So sorry I have not read anything in forever. I have just did not sit down to read over the weekend. I was very tired. And then we had the Christmas party and all that. So we went to do those things, life stuff. So I didn't sit down and record on days. Like after the Christmas party, I legit just slept all day. But we're gonna dive back into the Villainess level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the demon lord. Still got the chapter right there. We're still in chapter 6. Our writer is Satori Tanabata, and our illustrator is T. And I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying safe, staying healthy. I am actually recording because my husband is sick. I'm not feeling the best if I move too fast. I get like a little dizzy and I don't have a lot of muscle strength in my hand. My wrist is really hurting today, which sucks because it's the hand I draw with. But we're gonna read some of this and then we're actually gonna read a little bit. I'm gonna try to read a lot today and just read throughout the whole day for as long as I have energy for it. But we're gonna try to finish chapter 6 today, which we left off right here. I actually had to open the tab and be like, what chapter were we on last time? And I did see the comment about the Gun Gear Animation Studio. I don't remember what your name was. I apologize to you. I am still looking for it. And once I have it, I will be posting a link to that as a post on my community tab as well as in the video that's talking about it. Because I read a whole nother article. I'm like, cool, do we have the actual studio page listed yet? And we don't. But we're gonna try reading some more. We're gonna read a whole lot more today, hopefully. So yeah. The time for harvesting was over, and winter was about to be in full swing. The Kingdom of Vashlin's founding festival was the day when the most people gathered in the royal capital. With the harvest festival going on as well, even the commoners were rowdy and festive. Aristocrats also gathered in the royal capital on this day and celebrated the founding of the kingdom. Last year, I spent the holiday touring the royal capital, but this year would not be as quiet. In the grand hall of the royal palace, I was on standby at the wing of the stage. I was in the proper attire, a dress, given that this was a ceremony. I peeked out at the venue to see many people standing around and chatting, as well as a large amount of food laid out like a buffet. However, most people barely had a sip of the drinks in their hands, and not a single person had touched the food. I wish I had some containers on me. His Majesty has arrived. With that announcement as a signal, the aristocrats put down their drinks and took a bow, as did I. The king then began to speak. Everyone, thank you for coming. Please raise your heads and unwind. Speaking of unwind, make sure you are staying hydrated. Grab your tea, coffee, hot chocolate, whatever it is. I have green tea that I made at my job before I got sent home. I was just like, I want to work, but they made me come home because my husband was sick as a safety precaution. But yeah. It's cool, now I get to read a whole bunch of stories to you guys today. I'm not making money though, sadly. Wish I was making money. Because I have bills to pay. Upon lifting my head, I could see Alicia and Prince Edwin just past the king. They were in the stage wing opposite of me. If they were together, if we were together, we could have caused a scene. So I was grateful for their consideration. The king offered some celebratory words about the founding of the kingdom, then proceeded on to the next topic. I have something important to tell everyone. so people may have caught on due to Edwin's indeliberate statements. But in less than a year, the ancient demon lord will be resurrected. The aristocrats started whispering to each other upon hearing this. But there wasn't much confusion after all. Prince Edwin had already publicly mentioned the demon lord would be resurrected. Though the king had denied it, there was probably many who suspected that it was the truth. Sorry, I began eating gummy bears. I was very hungry. I also haven't eaten yet today. I will record 2 videos and then go eat, but for now I have jelly beans. The demon lord was sealed away by the hero, who was our first king, and the saintess, who was our first queen. However, even strong seals eventually break. The first king had accurately estimated when that would be. The demon lord will surely be weak immediately upon his awakening. Even though the hero couldn't do it, it's possible to definitively defeat the demon lord and end suffering for our future generations. The venue erupted at the king's declaration to achieve a feat that would surpass the first king. It is said that the demon lord can control monsters. The demon lord will most likely send an army of monsters to attack our country in order to build up his strength. I will leave the army handling this to Commander Adolphe. We have already started preparing for a large-scale dispatch of the royal army, but no matter how many troops we have, it wouldn't be enough. I would like to ask those here to send some of your troops as well. There were various reactions to this request for soldiers from the king. Some were excited to be fighting for the kingdom. Some looked like they were in a difficult situation, perhaps not having enough troops they could lend, while some seemed to be thinking about how they could maximize their exploits. As for the crucial demon lord himself, the aristocrats quieted and focused on the king's words so they didn't miss how he was going to handle the demon lord. When just sealing him was all the first king could do. A small elite unit will enter the demon lord's home base and take him down. I like to introduce the members. The king began by introducing Prince Edwin. The prince made a declaration of his determination, to which the entire crowd applauded. William, Oswald, and Alicia were also introduced. Until, finally, it was my turn. Finally, we have Yumilia Dokness. She has reached level 99, a feat no one has accomplished before, and has tamed a dragon. She will surely be a strong force against the demon lord. I also like to take this moment to announce that she has succeeded the title of Countess, and is now the Countess of Dokness. It's my time. I psyched myself up and made my way up to the stage. Thank you for your introduction. I am Yumilia Dokness. I have faced many hardships because of my black hair. At one point, I had given up, thinking it couldn't be helped. But I met a certain boy, and my feelings changed. I met this boy, who had a kind heart despite the horrible things he had to endure because of his hair color, and I felt that I had to do something about it. Because of that, I want to do everything I can to take down the demon lord, the main reason for this discrimination. I've gone and said it in front of the people. What if they don't accept me? The venue had gone silent. In the quiet hall, the sound of one person clapping rang out. The sound came from my side. It was Prince Edwin. Following him, the king and queen clapped, and eventually the entire audience joined in. After the founding ceremony ended, a grand ball would be held. I should be actively participating in social scenes like this. However, I had completely lost my stamina after my short greeting on the stage. I escaped from the venue and made my way to the courtyard in the royal palace. The night was cloudy, and there wasn't a single light shining in the courtyard. It's so dark here. I could probably avoid being found if I stay here. Oh, Yumilia, there you are. And I was immediately found. The person making their way towards me was Patrick. That's weird. I don't think he was invited to the ceremony. Patrick, what are you doing here? I'm here by courtesy of His Highness. But I couldn't find the person I wanted to invite to dance with me, so I came to look for her. Who are you looking for? Would you like help finding her? The only people who were invited here were the heads of aristocratic households and their wives. So who could she be? Could she be someone's wife or a widow? Patrick, I think widows are fine, but I think you should stay away from married women. What kind of misunderstanding do you have this time? No, wait, don't say it. I don't want to hear. He sighed, looking at me with disappointment. Something strange. This courtyard was quite dark, and I was only able to see with no issues because of my level 99 senses. Patrick shouldn't have been able to see me in this darkness with his level. You don't know his level. But, it's great. It's finally clicking. It's great. Patrick, you can see right now? I was hiding it, but I didn't think you'd notice it like this. Yes, I'm level 60 now. My senses have gotten sharper, but in this darkness, I can only make out a human figure. Level 60 would put him at the top level in terms of strength in this kingdom. When in the world did he? Oh, so you weren't at the academy recently because, yeah, I spent all of my free time going to dungeons. And I got a lot of help from this thing, he said, pulling out an amulet from around his neck. Is that an amulet of growth? Hey, it's dangerous not to have an amulet of protection on you. What would you do if something happened to you? You were the one who said we should be using these, weren't you? He's right. I did believe that the amulet of growth was the only choice for level grinding. I blurted that out. It was dangerous because... No, it's dangerous. I wouldn't like it if something happened to you. I am pouting. I have emotions now. And feelings. Just so you know, I felt the same way anytime you did something reckless. I'm sorry about that. Moving forward, I have to be a little reckless. With that said, what exactly have I done up until now that would be considered reckless? So many things, Yumilia. So many things. I can't see your face because it's dark, but I know that you don't understand what I'm saying. That's fine, though. What I wanted to ask was, could you let me join the battle against the Demon Lord? In the game, level 60 was the appropriate level to fight the Demon Lord. You would probably be an adequate asset in battle, but there was something else I wanted Patrick to do. I can't do that. I want you to protect the kingdom. I guess I'm not strong enough after all. It's not that. I think you would be a great help if you were to join the battle against the Demon Lord, but I think where you shine best is in large-scale group battles. I want you to defend the kingdom against the army of demons because I can't help with that. His command of group battles that I saw during our outdoor training at the academy was almost no unnecessary calls and even felt beautiful. I would be enough to handle the Demon Lord, so I wanted him to keep the damage from the defense battle to a minimum. The Margraves would likely be sending out an army as well. Even if he couldn't command them, with his skills, he was sure to succeed there. With the ability to prove one's strength with something as clear as levels, there was no way they could deny his help. Also, do you know what the first and second highest level man and woman who defeat the Demon Lord will be called, I asked. That's right, they will be the hero and Saintness. I guess it would be okay if you wanted to start a new kingdom with me. If Patrick wanted to defeat the Demon Lord to prove he was worthy of being king to start his own kingdom, I wouldn't mind helping him. No, I don't want to be seen as some challenger to the throne, but if you wanted to become queen, I wouldn't mind doing that for you. I obviously don't want that. That would mean that we would get married, and perhaps he hadn't realized that. I understand. I'm sure Ashbatten will be sending out soldiers, so I'll support them. Okay. I'm sorry. Also, why did you rush level grinding so much? I don't think I've said anything about the Demon's Lord resurrection. He trailed off. What? His face, which I could see despite the darkness, was twisting into various expressions. What about me? I wanted to become stronger than you. Because of the bullshit you said in, like, chapter 1. Like, when y'all shortly met each other. If you look at our base stats, I think that's a moonshot. Are you frustrated with being weaker? That's okay. Hey, strength isn't the only value a person has. You're the one who started it. You said that you liked guys stronger than you. That was my rejection line for sons of aristocrats. In reality, the person I had feeling for was weak in comparison to me. Wait, so I said that I liked strong people, and he wanted to become strong after hearing that. My mind was starting to get confused. We have pretty picture. Look at it. You have Julia in her pretty dress, our shy little Patrick. That is like, hey, I'm trying here, but I know, like, you don't get it. And Yumilia is just like, wait a second. It's starting to click, but it's very, very slow to click. Oh, we only have this little bit left. That was something I made up to turn people down. So I don't actually think that, I explained awkwardly. That's what I assumed it was, but then I thought that being by your side would require a great deal of strength, Patrick said with a sad expression. That would mean it's like that, right? Even if I can tell that much, I need to say something. Patrick, let's play rock, paper, scissors. What? Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors. Though he looked confused, Patrick properly put out his hand. Unfortunately, I won. What's the result? It's too dark for me to tell who won. You won. You're stronger when it comes to rock, paper, scissors. I think I like people who are stronger than me after all. So, Patrick, this is as far as I can go. Please get where I'm going with this. We do have a confession. We do have a love confession. That's what I said at the beginning of this chapter. And then, like, we had the maid confess, I've been poisoning you, and my sister's been hostage. Patrick put his hands on my shoulder, and Patrick, you must have been lying when you said it was too dark to see my face, because you knew exactly where my lips were. It's precious. Okay, that's chapter 7. We're not going into chapter 7. That is the end of chapter 6. I will see y'all next time I read chapter 7. Woo! It took a while. But thank you all so much for being here. You're all wonderful and amazing. Let me go ahead and pull out my Patreon Ko-fi supporters who support me and make it where I don't have to worry about my bills so much. That $10 I get a month from Patreon and Ko-fi is really, really helping. Thank you. Kaleidoscope Chick, Tweety Cakes, Axel1154, Cassie G, Jadas DS, Axel Alcaraz, and my random sevens, and Micah. Thank you all so much for your support. Other ways you can support me, you can get my art products on my Redbubble. You can buy my books. I currently write and publish ebooks. I publish them through Draft to Digital, so you can get them through multiple ebook stores, such as Amazon, Smashwords, Barnes & Noble, and all those other kind of places. Thank you very much. Remember to stay safe, stay healthy, all that good jazz. Remember to stay hydrated. Patreon, y'all get early access to, like, all my artwork and stuff. So, yeah. And also my writing. So, I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy, all that good jazz. Bye-bye.